Hey YouTube, welcome back to David and Carmen VSG. David and I just got back from the grocery store and I think we made some pretty good selections, and I just wanted to show you what we got at the store today. So we are between 11 and 12 weeks out from surgery, so getting close to 3 months, 90 days or so out of surgery. And our diets are regular diets, but we tend to want to stick to eating the same things. So today a lot of this may be things that you've seen before, but we did try to branch out just a little bit with a couple of things. So I'm going to start with the produce that we got. I got a couple of these chopped salads. It says that there's 3.5 servings per, 3.5 ounces is a serving, 3.5 servings per container. And they have the cheese. This is the Chipotle and Cheddar, and it comes with the cheddar cheese, tortilla strips, which of course we can completely leave out if we want to, carrots, green onions, cabbage, kale, romaine, and then the dressing, the fire roasted Chipotle ranch dressing. And the nutritional information is that one serving is 120 calories, 8 grams of fat, 10 grams of carbohydrates, 3 of which are fiber and 3 of which are sugars, and then 3 grams of protein. So I figured we could make a little bit of chicken or something to throw in here to bump up that protein. And like I said, we could completely leave out the tortilla chips and it would bring that down even further, the carbohydrate count. The next, and I got 2 of these. So the other one, it's not a Dole brand, it's from Taylor Farms. And this one is the Italian chopped salad with salami and cheese. And it includes romaine lettuce, broccoli, red cabbage, celery, Italian cheese blend, green onions, salami, parsley, and Italian dressing. And for this one, if you eat it with the dressing, so it breaks it up into salad with the dressing or salad without the dressing. So if you eat the dressing with it, it's 120 calories, 10 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbohydrates, 2 are fiber and 2 are sugar, and then 4 grams of protein. And the only thing that changes in those statistics if you don't eat the dressing with it is the calories and fat. It's only 70 calories without the dressing, and only 4 grams of fat without the dressing. So we would probably just eat the dressing too. So with this one, we don't even need to add meat because it already has the salami in it. Now I also picked up a few of these today, and these are, of course, grapefruits. I love grapefruit, and there are a lot of things that I don't tolerate well now, and, well, I shouldn't say that. I tolerate most foods well, but my taste buds have definitely changed. My taste buds for grapefruits have not changed. I can only eat like 2 ounces of meat at a time, but I can eat a whole grapefruit, and I think I could probably eat 2 if I wanted to push it, but I don't ever push it. These do have a lot of natural sugar in them. I don't mind that. I don't mind the natural sugar. It's really good for us. So anyway, I got 3 of these at the store, and I don't eat one every day, but I might chop one up and take it to work or something and have that for breakfast. Of course, I also got my staples of garlic and onions. These were on sale. They were like 38 cents a pound. I should have gotten more and just chopped them up and put them in the freezer, but I did not do that. So I just got 1 onion and 1 head of garlic. David and I have really been wanting to eat something besides just meat and protein all the time. So we are still supplementing with our protein shakes so that in our meals, every meal and every snack doesn't have to be protein. We can get our vitamins and minerals and other nutrition that we need from fruit and vegetables and dairy as well, which dairy is a protein. But I picked up some of these, and these are the no sugar added fruits. I did get, because when we buy fruit, other than grapefruit, whenever we buy fruit, it ends up going bad. So we decided to just try these no sugar added fruit cups, and we got 3 different kinds. We got the mandarin orange here. The mandarin orange is 40 calories if you eat 1 whole cup, no fat, less than 1 gram of protein, 10 grams of carbs, 1 of which is fiber, 5 sugars. So, you know, if I'm getting my protein in for the day, I really don't mind spending a few carbs on that. We also got the pineapple tidbits. Now these we could not find no sugar added, but they are in 100% juice. That makes their calories are 60 calories for 1 cup, no fat, less than 1 gram of protein, 15 grams of carbs, 1 of fiber, and 14 of sugar. So this one we probably will be a little, we won't eat that quite as often, but like the oranges and stuff. And then the peaches are also no sugar added, and they're 7 grams of carbs, so they're even less than the others. 5 sugars, 1 gram of fiber, less than 1 gram of protein, 0 fat, and only 30 calories for 1 cup. So this was a really good choice too. Now, moving on. Let's talk about some of the canned goods. So that was all the produce that we got, fruit and veggies. I also have some tomatoes to go with the salads that I bought probably 2 weeks ago. So they are, my hair looks crazy. They are just on the verge of being too ripe, so we're probably gonna have salad for dinner tonight so that we can eat up those tomatoes. We decided to, also one of the things that we found is that we tend to tolerate soup and chilies a little bit better than, say, just eating a piece of chicken. So we decided to pick up some canned soups and canned chilies, and I will show you what we got. The first one is the Progresso Light Beef Pot Roast, and this says there's 2 servings in this container. Of course, this would, for David and I, end up being 3 or 4 servings. But 80 calories for a 1 cup serving. 80 calories, 2 grams of fat, 10 grams of carbs, 7 grams of protein. 10 of those carbs, of those 10 carbs, 2 are fiber and 3 are sugars. We also got the light zesty Santa Fe style chicken. Now this does have rice in it, but it doesn't, when I'm looking at the spoon, it looks like it's mostly chicken and beans and not quite so much rice. So for a 1 cup serving, it is 80 calories, 1 gram of fat, 12 grams of carbs, 2 of which are fiber, 1 of sugar, and 5 grams of protein. And then I also got the light chicken and cheese enchilada flavor soup. And again, this is a 1 cup serving, 90 calories, 4 grams of fat, 12 grams of carbs, 6 of which are fiber. So half of your carbs here are from fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. So this will probably be something that I have for lunch at work this week. Now David picked up a few different chilies to try here. The first one is the Stag chili, classic chili with beans. The stats on that for a 1 cup serving, which of course we do not eat a cup of chili at a time. 290 calories, 13 grams of fat, 30 total grams of carbs, but 14 grams of protein. So I let David go pick out his own chili. He doesn't read the labels, but this isn't so bad. I mean, it's 14 grams of protein, so. He also, oh, that was the same kind. No? Yeah, 2 cans of that. And then also the Hormel chili, the chunky chili with beans. They have a 98% fat-free turkey chili with no beans, and that tastes like hot dog chili, I guess. If you're from North Carolina like we are, you know, the hot dog, a hot dog all the way is chili, slaw, mustard, onions, and ketchup, and probably a little Texas Pete too. But anyway, I don't want to just eat straight up hot dog chili, which is what that turkey chili tastes like to me. But this has 260, for a 1 cup serving, 260 calories, 7 grams of fat, 33 grams of carbohydrates, 7 of which are fiber, 5 are sugars, and then 16 grams of protein. So this is a lot of protein in this one. And you know, those carbs are probably from the beans. I mean, beans just, they're high in protein, but they also have a lot of carbohydrate in them. I also picked up a couple of cans of beans to eat as kind of like our side dish whenever I actually cook something, like cook a meal instead of just snacking for a meal, which happens quite often. I did get the Trapeze navy beans flavored with bacon. I love these. I love navy beans. A half a cup is a serving size, 110 calories, 1 gram of fat, 18 grams of carbs. 3 of those are fiber though, and 8 grams of protein. So this would actually probably be good just sit and eat. I could probably just sit and eat half a cup of those. I also picked up Cuban style black beans with onions, peppers, and cumin. That sounded really good to me. So a half cup serving of this is 110 calories, 1 gram of fat, 18 grams of carbs, 7 of which are fiber, and 6 grams of protein. And then another favorite bean of mine, which I guess it's actually a pea, but black-eyed peas. And this is Trapeze again, flavored with bacon. And half a cup is 130 calories, 1 gram of fat, 22 grams of carbs, 5 of which are fiber, no sugars, and 10 grams of protein. This might be dinner tonight. So the next thing that I want to talk about are kind of our meat selections. And some of this I did purchase this time around, and some I've just had in my cabinet because I purchased it with the intention of using it and haven't yet. But the first thing is canned salmon. Now, I know that doesn't seem like, you know, the best choice in the world, but it lasts a long time. I mean, it's not going to go bad on us. We've got until 2018 to eat this. So, and then you can make like salmon burgers with it that are really good. I love making salmon cakes. And the stats are really good. It's 90 calories, 5 grams of fat. It's for a 1/4 cup serving size, by the way. 5 grams of fat, no carbs, and 12 grams of protein for a 1/4 cup of salmon. Yeah, I'll be making some salmon cakes with that. And then the other thing, I don't know, if you follow us on Facebook or follow me on Facebook, or I guess you would friend me on Facebook, you've seen, probably saw a recipe that I posted. It's one of the Barefoot Contessa's recipes. And she made like these huge, I don't know, red snapper fillets or something. And it was like, the recipe called for like 4 8-ounce fillets. Of course, David and I could not even eat 1 8-ounce fillet. So I said I was going to 1/4 the recipe. I'm probably actually going to cut that recipe in 8s, but it had like this caper mustard sauce on it. And I couldn't find red snapper, but I love halibut, which is also a white fish. And I was in the grocery store today, and over in the frozen section, they had wild halibut cut into 2-ounce portions. So each of these is a 2-ounce portion, which is exactly what we should be eating. They were $3 at $3.18 a piece. And yeah, it's a 2-ounce serving of wild halibut. So I'm going to use these to eat with that recipe. And the third thing is also a canned meat. And we got this at Costco a while back as well. And it's the roast beef. Like, you can find this in any grocery store, and it comes in a can about this size. Of course, at Costco we bought 4 cans kind of stacked up, but the stats on this are really good as well. It's a 2-ounce serving, so out of this it's a 12-ounce can, and of course there's a lot of liquid in it. What we find is that we usually get 3 or 4 2-ounce portions out of it. but it's only 80 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, no carbs, and 15 grams of protein. And it's really not even that high in salt. It's 180 milligrams of salt, which is 8% if you're on a 2,000 calorie diet, whatever. I know a lot of times when you see kind of canned meats, they're up closer to 1,000 on the sodium, so I didn't think that was too bad. So this is something as well that will open up, measure out our 2 ounces of meat. We don't even include the gravy that's on it, and just pop it in the microwave, and that will actually fill us up. It's crazy to me that that little bit of meat will fill us up, but I can eat a whole grapefruit and could probably eat 2 grapefruits. I also got some of our staples at the store. We got our Kashi Goleen Crunch cereal that I like to eat with yogurt, and David just likes to eat with milk and like a bowl of cereal. It's for a 2/3 cup serving is 200 calories, 5 grams of fat, 35 grams of carbohydrate. 8 of those are fiber though, 12 grams of sugar and 9 grams of protein. And actually when I eat it with yogurt, I measure out 1/3 of a cup, so you can cut all of that in half. I don't think David quite eats 2/3 of a cup either. I don't know if he measures his out or not. And then as far as, you know, if that's a snack food, I also got, I always head over to the bulk section and get nuts, and I usually will just get one kind and kind of switch it up each time we go. So this time I got roasted salted cashews, and I'll take these and put them in, I'll weigh out 1 ounce and put them in a little baggie, and then we have our portion snacks, and this was like $4. Cashews are much, much more expensive than that. The next thing that I picked up was some beef jerky. I used to love beef jerky. I mean, I would eat turkey jerky, beef jerky, bacon jerky. I didn't care. I'm finding that after surgery, my taste in jerky has changed a little bit, so I thought I would try this one. It's from a local, Tillamook is a local area company around here in Washington. And it's no MSG. Of course it's gluten-free. It's meat. I love how they advertise, oh, gluten-free, just like with like gummy bears. Oh, they're fat-free. It doesn't exactly make it good for you just because it's fat-free. But anyway, a 1 ounce, this is a 3 ounce package, 1 ounce serving size, so 3 servings in this package. 80 calories, 1 gram of fat, 8 grams of carbs, which, yeah, it does look like they put some corn syrup and dextrose and stuff like that in here. So 8 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and then 9 grams of protein. So that's, I'm gonna try it. It's the sea salt and black pepper. Maybe I'll like that better than some of the other flavors. And then of course we got our sugar-free popsicles. We've been out of those for a while. We've been trying some other things like I got some of the little tubes of yogurt over in the kids section and put them in the freezer for like frozen yogurt snacks. Don't. The flavor, I think it said like chocolate dust, and so I expected it to be chocolate. It just tastes like straight up plain Greek yogurt, like no seasonings, no flavoring or anything in it, and I just am not digging it. So yeah. We also got these kind of, I think they're like frozen smoothie pop things, and they're like squeeze tubes too. They weren't good. So we are back to these to help with our hydration needs, and just, you know, in the evenings when we're wanting something sweet rather than having something that's bad for us, we'll have these. Something else that I found at the store the other day, not necessarily on the trip to the store that David and I made today, were, I guess I was having a kind of sweet tooth moment, but I picked up some of the Atkins and South Beach candy bar things. I'm happy to say these have been in the house for over a week, and only one is missing. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, only one is missing out of this box, and only one is missing out of this box. And yeah, so we're not indulging in them all that much. I love Mounds and Almond Joy. And this was a chocolate coconut bar. So it's got the dark chocolate with the coconut on the inside. for one bar, which I found when I ate it, half a bar was enough, and then I put half in the fridge, and then like a day or two later came back for the other half. So so it was definitely probably better than getting a Mounds bar. I don't know how I feel about just having this stuff in the house though. But I'm the one who bought it, so can't blame anyone but myself. So for the Atkins Coconut, it was 170 calories for one of them, 12 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs, but of those, 9 are fiber, 1 gram of sugar, and then 8 grams of it is sugar alcohols. And of course with the Atkins, they don't count fiber and sugar alcohols as part of the net carbs for it, because they have a minimal impact on your blood sugar, and your blood sugar spiking is actually what causes you to convert sugar into fat and store it. So it's the whole insulin cycle thing, whether you're diabetic or not. That's what happens. And then there's 5 grams of protein in one of them, so not too bad there. And then the other one is, it's a whipped chocolate almond. So it's kind of like, not quite like a Milky Way, but similar with almonds on top. And the stats on this are that one bar is, and actually again, David and I split one of these. Neither one of us ate a whole one. Sweet things are just really sweet, so whenever we do have a sweet tooth, it really doesn't take much to satisfy that sweet tooth. One bar is 100 calories, 4 grams of fat, 14 grams of carbs, 6 of those are fiber, and 7 are sugar, and then 6 grams of protein. Now, some other things that I got. I guess I'll move on to the dairy. So, of course, we went to the store. We haven't been drinking the Fairlife milk just because the stores here in Ferndale, where we live, don't carry it. We have to drive into Bellingham, all the way to Bellingham. It's 10 miles. We have to drive into Bellingham to find a store that carries this. But I'll go over the stats again. So, 1 cup of it is 80 calories, no fat, because we did get the fat-free kind this time. 6 grams of carbohydrates, all of which are sugar, and 13 grams of protein. So there is a lot more protein and a lot less sugar in this Fairlife milk. And on top of that, it's lactose free. So I also picked up some sour cream, just a small container of it, just because I had some chili the other day and I wanted some sour cream, and what we had in the fridge was green on top. So I threw that out and did not have my sour cream to go with my chili. But I mean, it's minimal. I didn't get like the fat-free. I don't do fat-free dairy stuff. I just don't. There are some things that I will do fat-free, but dairy products are not one of them. 2 tablespoons is 60 calories, 5 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, and not very much protein, less than a gram of protein. But then I also picked up some large curd cottage cheese. Again, I can only seem to find the large curd cottage cheese at this one particular store in Bellingham. I don't know, everywhere else is the small curd, and I really like the large curd better. What I really like is the cottage cheese that they serve in the cafeteria where I work, and they only put it out at breakfast. So if I want some as like a snack or something, I have to go early so I can hit the cafeteria before my shift starts. But half a cup is 120 calories, 12 grams of protein, 5 grams of carbs, 5 of which are sugars, and 5 grams of fat. So good. You're getting a lot of protein bang for your buck with that. I also got some shredded cheddar cheese just to eat on salads or melt into little cheddar crisps. If you haven't tried that, I have silicone mats, but you could use parchment paper too, and just put little mounds of cheese. You could use Parmesan or cheddar. Those are the two that I find work the best. The mozzarella just doesn't taste right to me after it cooks. But yeah, you make little, and it's like little cheddar, it's little cheese crackers. So this is 1/3 of a cup, is a serving, 110 calories, 9 grams of fat, no carbs, 7 grams of protein. Also for dairy, I got the Fage strawberry yogurt. One container is 120 calories. These are a little bit, no, they're 5.3. 120 calories, 17 grams of carbs, and 13 grams of protein. So yummy. And then we got just like a big 8-pack of the Oikos strawberry and blueberry. The strawberry has 120 calories, no fat, 19 grams of carbs, 18 of which are sugar, and 12 grams of protein. The blueberry is 130 calories, no fat, 20 grams of carbs, 19 of which are sugars, and then 12 grams of protein. We do love our yogurt. It's another thing that goes down easy and sits on our stomachs nicely. We are also going back to the Lunchables. We had tried just going to the deli and getting, you know, like high quality lunch meat, high quality cheese, and buying a box of crackers. But what we found was that we tend to just snack on the crackers and not bother to go to the fridge to get the protein to put on the crackers. Or we choose a dip to put on the crackers that's not high in protein. So even though this is not probably nutritionally the best choice because of all of the additives and stuff in it, for us right now, and probably into the future, this is what's going to work for us. You know, and we're not wasting food. David and I actually split one of these. So if you cut these stats in half, that's what we eat as a serving. So 250 calories, 13 grams of fat, 22 grams of carbs, and that's probably all from the crackers, and 12 grams of protein. So we get them in 2 different flavors. One is the turkey and cheddar, and the other is the ham and Swiss. Now, the next couple things are some new products that we are going to be trying, and as we try them, comment down below if you would like to see us do a taste test or a review on any of these items, maybe a first impressions video or something like that. But the first thing that I want to share with you, first of all, the next thing I'm going to show you, cream cheese goes with. So I did pick up a thing of cream cheese, and for 1 ounce of cream cheese, it's 90 calories, 9 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein. But I picked up these bagel thins, and I don't know if you can see, but like, so this would normally be a bagel, and so they've cut it in half. And so I'm going to stick these in the freezer, and these is the everything flavor. And, you know, David and I can either split one of them. I think a whole one is 1 serving, so 1 whole bagel. I'm not going to eat. And they're individually, no, they're not individually packaged in there. But I'm not going to eat a whole bagel. If I do indulge in one of these, it's going to be half a bagel, or maybe even a quarter of a bagel, and hopefully like an egg or something like that to go with it. But for 1 bagel, it's 110 calories, 1 gram of fat, 25 grams of carbs, 5 of which are fiber, 3 are sugars, and 5 grams of protein. So you are still getting some protein there. And then the next things that we got, so I'm not a big coffee drinker. David will drink coffee almost every morning. And one of the things that I liked prior to surgery was a Monster energy drink, the ones in the white can. Kind of tasted like a Fresca to me, but of course, alas, we cannot have sodas and carbonation anymore. So I found these at the store today, and they're Monster Rehab. This one's tea, pink lemonade, and energy, and this one's pink orangeade, or tea, orangeade, and energy. And if you read down there at the bottom, it says non-carbonated. So hopefully these will be decent. And I'm gonna say the stats for the whole can, because if we were gonna drink one, we would probably drink the whole can. A whole can is 15.5 ounces. So for the tea pink lemonade one, it's 20 calories per can. That's really not bad at all. 7 grams of carbs, 5 of which are sugars. No fat, no protein. And for the orangeade one, it's 25 calories per can, 6 grams of carbs, all of which are sugar, no fat, no protein. So maybe tomorrow morning we'll start out our day with one of those and make a little video for you. And the last item is something that I found at our local Hagen. And if you've tried these, let me know what you think. I saw an ad for them on Facebook and then found them in the store. Also, one of my friends, Norelle, really highly suggested them. She does the paleo diet or follows the paleo diet very, very closely, and she even has like a whole protocol and stuff that she does. And she can eat these. They are gluten-free, and they are called Miracle Noodles. So I'll read the stats to you, because I know what you're thinking. You can't have noodles. Sorry, I'm peeking up. You can't have noodles if you're a weight loss surgery patient. So this is a 7-ounce package, a 3-ounce, but it has liquid in it too. But it says 3 ounces is a serving size, and there's 2.3 servings in here, so that comes out to about right. 0 calories, which means, you guessed it, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 protein. So if you want to know what this is, it's shirataki pasta. This is something from Japan. Guilt-free noodles, 0 calories, soy-free, gluten-free, cholesterol-free, and vegan. It says made in the USA, certified gluten-free, certified, verified non-GMO. Known for its, what is shirataki pasta? Known for its health benefits for 2,000 years. In China and Japan, shirataki is made from the root of a plant called the Konyaku imu. Shirataki is made only from the soluble fiber of the plant. As such, it only contains healthy soluble fiber known as glucomannan. Since it's only made of soluble fiber, it is remarkably low in calories. Well, it's calorie-free. It absorbs the flavors of any dish or sauce that you prepare. So to use this, you would drain the water out of the package and rinse the noodles in cool water for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then blanch in boiling water for about a minute, and then place them on a paper towel to dry them, and then add them to your favorite dish. I did see on Facebook that someone suggested that you really need to like dry roast them. I guess that would mean that you would put them in the oven. I don't know. But anyway, we had some in a different brand, and they were like garlic flavored, and the texture just was not like a noodle. It just wasn't. It was gross. Couldn't eat it. We saved the sauce. We saved the sausages that we put in with it for leftovers, but the noodles we tossed. So I'm hoping that these have a little bit different texture, because the other ones were kind of like bigger fettuccine noodles, and they were garlic flavored. But these are just the plain ones. So yeah, comment below if you want to see a review on those, or a video of me cooking them, or whatever. So I hope that you enjoyed this grocery haul, and we will see you on the flip side. Peace.